iNews Views, September 27th. While many salaries are flat these days, tech and finance-related jobs are bucking the trend and enjoying pay increases of up to 10% over last year. Tech jobs continue to pay well, but while cooks and cashiers have had their pay increased, they are still at the bottom rung of the pay scale. Pay for lower-skilled jobs has been helped by increases in the minimum wage, but to earn top dollar, workers need special and mainly tech skills, even in traditionally non-technical jobs, to succeed. Japan's highest court has ruled that Korean victims of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II must receive the same amount of government compensation as Japanese victims who have been receiving full benefits and 100% of medical expenses since the 1960s. Korean victims get a maximum of 3 million Korean won per year and no payment for medical expenses. The latest court decision should open the floodgates for Koreans eligible to receive compensation for their forced labor in Japanese camps. The U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has predicted that 2015 has a better than 97% chance of being the hottest year since records began being kept in 1880. The last time a record was broken for cold weather was in 1916. Scientists point out that the warming began with the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. An El Niño phenomenon is also expected to contribute to warmer temperatures and wetter conditions this year along America's Atlantic and Pacific coasts. Migrants from Syria, Afghanistan, and other war-torn countries in Asia and Africa are braving rough seas and hostile border patrols as they try to find a way to a better life. Not since World War II have so many people been displaced from their homes. To those lucky few who have been granted asylum and a path to citizenship, life is filled with the potential for happiness. But for the majority of hungry, cold, and frightened refugees, there is great uncertainty about what tomorrow will bring. The UN Broadband Commission reported that access to the Internet is slowing and that more than half of the world's population is still offline. Nearly all people in developed countries are online, but in the 48 poorest countries, 90% remain offline. Growth in access to the Internet has reached a transition point because the number of new cell phone subscriptions has slowed, and the cost of the last mile of connection has risen beyond the means of many rural and remote customers. The growth of Facebook has outpaced Internet growth, and more than 1 billion users access the social networking site each day. Korean webtoons have been all the rage among readers for quite some time now. There is an exhibition of these digitalized comics at the National Library of Korea in Sochogu. Visitors to the House of Webtoon exhibit can see the development of webtoons and learn how to create and publish their own comics. Over 4,600 Korean artists publish 5,700 webtoon series on over 30 platforms. The most popular webtoon genres are dramas and fantasies. The exhibit, which runs through October 31st, also displays information about the future of webtoons and the Internet of Things.